Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, I'll show you how to create your first Google Classroom, how to create your first content or classwork in Google Classroom, and how to invite students to your Google Classroom. I want to address this because it may be as well be the very thing that discourages many teachers from getting started on creating their first class using Google Classroom. Many teachers think that it is difficult to create Google Classroom and so shy away from it. This need not be the case. I will take you step by step on what you need to do with the real examples from my own Google Classrooms. Just ensure that you watch this video all the way to the end. I can assure you it will be worth your time. And let's jump right into it. But first, as usual, if you're here for the first time, ensure you subscribe and click the notification bell. There are several important things a teacher needs to know when it comes to Google Classroom. First of all, it is free for teachers and educators to use. Secondly, it is a way of teaching your students from a remote point. It is a tool within Google that enables teachers and educators to reach learners from a remote point. All that a teacher needs to do is create the class, create content for the class, and invite the students. The teacher has absolute control over the class. The teacher can invite other teachers to teach alongside him or her. The teacher can invite or remove learners. The teacher can also make the class open for anyone to join. In this video, I will deal with how you create your first class, customize it to your liking, create content, and invite your first students. And let's jump right into it. But first of all, I want to show you how my Google Classroom for physics video tutorials looks like. Over here, I'm in this particular stream. I have several Google Classrooms, so I've just chosen these for the sake of explaining certain things that I need to do. This where the content that I have uploaded to this class appears. When I go to the classwork, where I've created the classwork, I've organized this to be like on the left hand side there will be topics that I'm dealing with, and as soon as I click a topic it will appear here, and the content that I have uploaded to that particular topic will also appear below there. So this one is in the setting. I've not completed everything, but I can share with you certain important points. When it comes to inviting students, as soon as you click people, you will see the number of students who are in your class, and of course you can go right ahead and look at the kind of grades that you've given them for any kind of work that you've given this particular class. So that is how this class looks like. Now you want to create yours. The first thing you need to do is that you need to have a Google account. So I'll use my account to create another class just for the purpose of this video. So first of all, ensure that you're using Google Chrome as your web browser, and you must be online for you to do this. So I'll go to a new tab here, and in this new tab, just next to the my Google account here, there are a number of Google applications here. You'll see this square like grid here, and as soon as you hover your cursor over there, you will see the name Google Apps. Just click on that, and there are a number of applications which will pop up here. Scroll down and you will see Google Classroom. Just click on it, and as soon as you click on it, you'll be able to see the classes that you've been able to create. These are the number of classes that you have been able to create, and by the way, you can create as many classes as you want. So if you've never used it before, probably this one will be blank, but for me, you can see that I have a number of Google Classrooms that I've already created. Now you'll see this plus sign here, and as soon as you hover your cursor there, you will be prompted to create or join a class we are interested in creating. So just click on it and say create class. Click on it, and over here there are a number of things that you must agree to. Of course, you want to agree with all these terms and then you continue. And then the first thing is to name your class. What is the name of your class? I'm going to call my class teachers, for example. Let me just call it that. You can fill this. This one is optional. Section, subject, you can fill that. The room, you can also fill that. And then you click create. And you can see it is creating the class. And over here, you can see my class has appeared. The name of the class is a teacher, and the class code is given here. This is the code that you will need to send over to your students. I'll get to that in a moment. Now, you can customize here. You can upload a picture for your class just by clicking here. You can upload a photo which is probably in your computer, or you can leave it just the way it is. And you can start creating content here. It takes you direct to a situation whereby you look at the stream and you look at what is it that you want to communicate to your class. So communicate with your class over here. You can create a schedule. You can respond to students' posts, although over here you have not created anything at all. Probably here you might want to write a welcome message for your students. I want to go direct into creating the classwork, because before you can invite students, you need to have the content ready. So you click on classwork. As soon as you're there, you will be prompted to create some work. Assign work to your class over here. The instructions are quite clear. Let's create something. It might be an assignment. It might be a quiz. It might be a question, some materials in your subject, or maybe something that you have posted before and you want to reuse it, and so forth. Probably I want to start by clicking on topic. And then I want to call that topic using PowerPoint, or just PowerPoint. Like that. Because in my channel, I deal with showing teachers how to use ICT to teach. And one of the things that I deal with is showing teachers how to use PowerPoint to create various types of content. And I will say add. And you can see the topic appears here. I can go ahead and now create something inside there. Maybe I can create an assignment. I can create some material. Let me assume I want to create an assignment or quiz material. No, material is the best, because I can call it how to use simulations. Let me just call it sim, short for simulation. I can give a description to this kind of material that I'm giving to my students. I can create this plus sign here. The Google Documents pop up here, and I can be able to use Google Documents to create that particular work. However, maybe let's assume I've created it elsewhere and it is in my computer. I can click this add sign here. I can go to my Google Drive. I get a file, and then the moment I click on it, it will appear here. Or I can go to another site, get a link and paste it here. I can even get a file from my computer, or go to YouTube. For instance, let's click that, and then I'll go to YouTube. And then if you know the link of the video which you want your students to use, you can paste it here. And over here, I'll want to go to my dashboard, to one of the videos. Let me just use this video over here. I'm just using it as an example, although it is also a very good video for you to use. It's about automation of teaching services. So I've copied the link of that video. I go back to my Google Classroom and I'll paste that link here. Let's see whether it will come. And you can see the video appears there directly. And then I will say add. As soon as I click on that, it will go directly to this page. And you can see the assignment appears there. And it is just as simple as that. If I've created some work or maybe uploaded a file over here, and maybe in one way or another I need to remove it, just click on this X, and the assignment is gone, and you can go back and create some other materials. Now, the moment I've done that, I will have to put this assignment under a particular topic. If I click on the right over here, I'll be able to see the topic that I just wrote there, PowerPoint. I forgot the T there, and I can click on that so that this assignment will appear under the topic PowerPoint. And then the students who are supposed to see this, of course I want all my students to be able to see it. If you don't want all the students to be able to see that, then maybe I can go to this work over here, and let me see where I've created some work for the students already. Maybe somewhere here, balancing of a uniform half meter rule. Let me click on that. Or this one. Okay, it tells me to edit that kind of assignment. It takes me over here. Again, it was a video from my physics channel. I come over here. The topic, you can see, if you have written very many topics, the moment you create an assignment and you click that arrow over there, all the topics that you've created will appear, and you can put that assignment in that topic. Okay, and then I will click this arrow, and you can see that all the students have got ticks against their names, because I want this assignment to go to all the students. But just in case I didn't want it to go to all the students, just check the boxes against the names of the students whom I want these assignments to go to. So that one is very easy, and then you will click save. So let's go back to our new classroom. So remember over here, the moment you click this arrow, the number of students you have over there will appear here, and you can make a choice. Hotel, this is the name of the channel, and then now I am prompted to post or to save that assignment as a draft, meaning that you can create assignments well in advance, you save them, but they are not visible to the students. That one is very important, especially where you want the students to use the Google Classrooms all by themselves without you being there. They just go to the class and select materials all by themselves. So you create and save that well in advance, and then when it comes to the right time, you will post it. So let me click on that, and now I have posted it, and there we have it. So remember, we have come from this page, we've gone to the classwork where I've shown you how to create one type of content. There are very many types of content that you can be able to create, especially when it comes to quizzes, questions, and all that. I'll be choosing some of them where I think, or where I myself had difficulties creating that content, and then I'll take you through that. One of the areas is whereby a teacher has to upload a question with diagrams and so forth. I'll be creating another video to show you how to do that. Now let's go to inviting students. That one will come under people. So you click on that, your Google account, the name of your Google account will appear here. Number one, you can invite another teacher to teach alongside you. And this teacher that you invite can do everything that you are able to do in that particular classroom. The only thing that teacher cannot be able to do is to delete the class. So you'll go to this plus sign here, and you can see invite teachers. Click on that, and you type the name or email of the teacher. Email is good because the moment you click email and you click invite, that invitation link goes direct to the teacher's email. When the teacher clicks that invitation link, he or she will be taken to that particular class. Of course, right now, I don't have any email of anyone that I can be able to invite, so I'll just cancel that. But that is how you would invite a colleague so that both of you can teach the same class. Now let's go to inviting students. There's two methods of inviting students. One is to invite them individually. Like for instance, when you click that, you will see this, invite students. And let me point from the word go. Google Classroom is very intuitive. It just takes you from one point to the next. It's not complicated. So there is no reason why a teacher who wants to use ICT to reach their students may have when it comes to Google Classroom. It is quite easy to use. So again, I'm going to write the email of the student over here. This means that you must know the students whom you want to invite. And then again, you click invite. It is the same process. It goes just like the one for the teacher. It will go direct to their mobile phones and they'll be able to click on the link and they'll be able to come to your class directly. That is the first method of inviting students. The other method of inviting students is this. You know this code for the class. So what you'll do, you can copy that code. So you'll just select, you can copy it, and then you can send this to the students directly so that as soon as somebody goes, you remember when we were creating this class, it prompted us to either join a class or create a class. We were interested in creating a classroom. That is why we came to this process. But if we were interested in joining a class, we must have the class code. You see this code over here? The moment I enter that class code, I will have access to that class. So those are the two methods that you might want to use. The other thing that the teacher can do, you can make this class open for anyone to join. That is, if you go to any forum that allows you to post that code in that forum, anyone can be able to use that code to access your class. About grades. After inviting the students, you will be able to see the students. You'll be able to see the names and pictures of your students over here. You can communicate with your students. Like for example, if you click over here, if I click this, I can be able to take some action on that particular student. And this is where you can remove a student or even email the student. The actions, click on that arrow and you can see it allows you to send an email to the student, remove the student, or even mute the student. You know, probably there are some permissions that you've allowed them to have, and it happens in such a way that maybe one or two students are flouting those rules. You can be able to mute that particular student. So that is where you do that. When it comes to the grades for the assignments that you've given them, you will have the students here. You will have the assignments and the grades. Probably this one is not a very good one because it doesn't have very many assignments that you've created. Let me go to another class that I've created before. And while you are still here, you just needed to click here and the number of classrooms that you've created before, they appear over here. Let me go to ICT training for teachers because a while ago I created this and gave a number of assignments over there. Classwork. These are the kind of things which I would give to my students. The people, of course, the students, they're here. Now when it comes to the work that maybe I've given, let's assume maybe these teachers, I give them some assignment and I grade them. So the assignments will be here and the students will be here. So as soon as I want to see what that particular student has done, I simply need to come to this assignment, click on those three dots, and I can be able to see whether to edit that assignment, delete the assignment, or even check whether a particular student has, let's see what, for example, this particular student here. I'll click on that, and probably it's supposed to tell me whether the student has returned that particular assignment. Remember, I'm just using this one as an example. In ICT training for teachers, I've not been giving assignment to the teachers, but the system is designed in such a way that the teacher or the educator can be able to give some assignments and probably grade them. So I'll be able to view the assignment that the student submitted over here and how I graded it. So Google Classroom is quite easy to use because anytime you open your class, you'll be able to see the stream, the classwork, the people, that is the students, and the grades that you have awarded for the various assignments. And that is all that I needed to share with you in this particular video. I hope you have found it very useful, and if you have found it to be very useful, please don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell. I keep on reminding teachers to do this because it is important, so that when I create a useful video, you will be the first one to be notified on that particular video. So until next time, when I create another video teaching you on how to do stuff as far as teaching is concerned, it is bye-bye.